And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Starting off with hazardous weather graphic, we've got a high surf advisory out here for the southern Seward Peninsula coastline, actually all along Norton Sound here and the Yukon Delta coast, down to about Cape Romanzoff or so. High surf advisory out for tomorrow for high surf that will possibly cause minor beach erosion. And from there, looking at satellite imagery, here's a system coming in that's going to bringing the gusty winds in and could cause some high surf and minor beach erosion here into the Yukon Delta and up to the Seward Peninsula into Norton Sound tomorrow. Already winds gusting anywhere from 30 to 40 miles per hour in the windier areas here from the Seward Peninsula on up along the northwest coast, particularly Point Hope and Cape Lisburne and Teller there, with clouds spreading into the central Arctic coast. Another system here on that front moving in toward Nunivak Island, a break behind that, a lot more clouds out here to the west, and nice day, partly to mostly sunny here for the Kuskokwim Valley into south central Alaska, Bristol Bay, and the Alaska Peninsula. Some clouds here over the southeast interior and dry over the southeast coast with this system here. Really not moving too much, just kind of spinning around there, staying well to the south at least for now. And this system here tonight, we'll see actually the front is more farther to the north there. The southern portion kind of just falls to pieces as it moves in with just some clouds dissipating as it progresses eastward. So we'll see a little cloudier condition here over south central Alaska, just some isolated showers along the mountainous terrain here, maybe a chance of a shower or two in Prince William Sound. Otherwise, pretty quiet here over the southern part of the state, northward to the Arctic coast. Rain, widespread area of rain here from just north of St. Lawrence Island, across the Seward Peninsula, those gusty winds extending right on up to the central north slope, or I'm sorry, across to the central Arctic coast there. And then a break here over the northern Bering Sea with a little bit higher pressure here in advance of this weaker system. That's going to keep periods of rain and fog here, light rain and fog, spreading slowly in toward Nikolsky, but that'll keep it wet for Adak and Atka back out toward Shemya. And for tomorrow, that low pushes eastward here. Again, not very strong at all, but good enough to put some IFR flying conditions into the eastern Aleutians with light rain, fog, and drizzle there with ceilings under 1,000 feet, scattered showers farther to the west, and this front pushing rain slowly eastward there into the central Brooks Range, still trailing back periods of light rain across the Seward Peninsula, but winds much lighter now with this than as you can see the gradient slackening here. Pretty gusty wind zone in store for the central and eastern Arctic coast as that front swings by to the east and to the south here. Look for mostly cloudy skies with showers across south central Alaska, Copper River Basin, isolated showers up in the Tanana Valley and over the western part of the state, ending out toward the coastline with partly sunny skies again for Bristol Bay on up along the Nunivak Island area. And should stay dry over the southeast coast and the North Gulf coast there with shower chances for Prince William Sound. This system down here to the south we'll see on Friday finally pushes some rain up to the coast of the Panhandle, especially the central and north coastal areas. Otherwise, sunshine for southern Alaska here, the North Gulf Coast, Copper River Basin, into Cook Inlet. A few more clouds with a risk of a shower in northern Susitna Valley, and those shower chances increase as you cross the Alaska Range there with the remnants of that front, and a lot of moisture up over the central interior extending up to the northeast there, and then scattering out to some isolated showers once again to the west there around Kotzebue and the western Arctic coast. This next system driving northeastward here with higher pressure to the south, good southwest flow, so another influx of moisture coming in, influx of moisture and wind coming into the northern Bering Sea here. That looks good for winds gusting anywhere from 30 to 50 miles an hour as this front approaches St. Lawrence Island. And winds will gradually increase later on Friday evening and night for the Bering Strait, as well as the rain pushing in. Front trailing back to the western Aleutians for some rain in that area. But as you can see here with high pressure, Adak and Atka right on up into Bristol Bay. A couple of nice days coming up there, if not right into the first of the weekend. And we'll see, that's high pressure holds there, so it stays nice, light winds, some sunshine across all of southern Alaska here down into Bristol Bay in the southeast Bering Sea to Adak and Atka. Around the Pribilofs northward, start picking up some southwest winds there, but the rain holds off until you get up to St. Lawrence Island. This system tracking eastward there off the Arctic coast brings gusty winds and rain to the area there into the Brooks Range. Some of that trying to push south in the northern Koyukuk and Kobuk Valley areas. Some scattered showers over the Yukon Flats, and that's about it. From there southward, dry conditions with a fair amount of sunshine and light winds. And for the lows tonight, 40s and lower 50s. Statewide about sums it up there. And for the highs tomorrow, 60s to near 70. Warmest over toward the eastern part of the state there. Eagle, Chicken, Northway, Tok. Well into the 60s here for the Copper River Basin area and the southern panhandle. Cooler 50s to the west and 40s up along portions of the Arctic coast. Lows now 30s for the North Slope and the Arctic coast, otherwise 40s and lower 50s for the remainder of the state. And from there, looking at the high temperatures for Friday afternoon. 70 in the Copper River Basin, and again 65 to 70 for the upper Tanana Valley, 40 Mile Country, mid-60s in the Yukon Flats, mid-60s, maybe upper 60s here for the Kuskokwim Valley, back down into Bristol Bay. And mid-60s for Kodiak Island, 65 to 70 for the southeast coast, and 40s for the Arctic coast. And for the August 26th to 30th time frame, temperature-wise, below normal here for the Arctic coast, and back down into the Seward Peninsula, much above normal for the Alaska Peninsula, actually the eastern Aleutians here across southern Alaska, and into the Panhandle. Precipitation-wise, it looks like above normal here over the central interior up to the eastern Arctic coast, and above normal, but not as far above normal as this area here. A lighter shaded green for areas down to Bristol Bay, but pretty dry for the southeast coast.